Hi. This is the new caribou, the Honorable Sir David, Emperor of Salt Lake City, Sultan of Utah, spiritual advisor to questioning Mormons, the Bard extraordinaire, Supreme Being, Alpha and Omega. You drive me. You make my life. You know I'm bipolar, and when you make this shit up, I love it. This is better than sex. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. Well, it is. I can't remember sex. God, I didn't think anyone could come up with something that would entice a bipolar person to call them God. And here it is. Alpha and Omega. Now, I don't know who Alpha was or Omega. It kind of sounds like a football team to me. But anyway, I'm going to use that. You guys, you know how to torture a disabled person, a mentally ill person. You're just teasing him. It's like I'm like one of those little monkeys at the zoo in the cages, and you keep throwing food in. Jesus, you know, I should have never told you that I was bipolar. You are certainly taking advantage of me. And you know, when a new person, which there are no more new people, that come onto my site and they hear me read my name, they go, holy shit, this guy's really full of himself. I go, I didn't make this up. This is made by my people that have watched me. Now, I tell you, on the other side of the paper, I've told you this before, you know, on the other side of the paper, I have what the Mormons call me. It's just one word, asshat. But anyway, the Alpha and Omega, just, even my wife was up here today because her computer's broken. I told you, she never comes up and sees my videos. She says, I said, honey, there's 250,000 people that have looked at me, and some of them like me. She said, they need to get a life. God, I love the girl. Oh, I love the girl. So, anyway, here's what I want to speak on today. I got thinking about it this morning. Why resign from the Mormon Church? There's a word that I've always had in my vocabulary that means something to me, and that's integrity. Integrity is what a man does when nobody will know. Integrity is what a man does when nobody will know. I find integrity an important word in my life. It may not be in your life, and if you're a child molester in Utah, it's obviously not important in your life. There are many, many people who are inactive in the Mormon Church, right at about 8 or 9,000 or 8 or 9 million. However, the church continues to call them members of the church, and technically they are. If you're one of these people, then you're one of these people. If I once belonged to the KKK, and I just don't believe much of it anymore, but my name is still on the rolls, integrity would require me to go, you know what, I don't even want my name associated with that group of people. Their standards, the policies, the procedures, I don't want to be associated with, and so I'm going to do the honorable thing. Now, I know this is time, and it's trouble, and it's bullshit, but you know what? In life, there's certain things that are worth fighting for. In life, there's certain things that are important. This is one I find. The church is always saying they want to protect their good name. They have no good name. There is no good name in the church. They're just trying to cover up their bad name. I'm not a person that, you know, has a coat of arms, and my family came into the Australian Valley that used to be the Salt Lake Valley before the Great Ice Age. I don't have that family pride. Now, my dad is a child molester, so What kind of a logo do you put on the wall for your kids to look up to? Oh, God. You know, my mind goes, and I can't say some of these things. However, I don't have a bad name, except with my ex-wives. And that's quite a population there. But I resigned from that too, so I go, I'm out of here. You guys can say what you want, but, you know, get in line. I think it's important to me. Now, it may not be important to you, and for many people, it's not. But if you're a Mormon, and you don't believe anymore, or you don't believe in marrying 14-year-olds, you think that the gold plates were taken away so you can have faith in Joseph Smith, and you think the Mountain Meadows massacre by Brigham Young is appropriate, and polygamy, and then no polygamy, then hate the women, and then ERA comes in, and then hate the blacks, and then in 78 the blacks come in, now hating the gays, and you can see in the next 5 years that's going to be significant change in our culture. If you want your name associated with that, that's your own business. That's no concern to me. I'm just telling you how I felt. I felt it important for me to take a stand. Not of hatred, not of vindictiveness. A stand that says, wait a minute, don't put my name. Shall I read it again? This is on my baptismal certificate. This is on my marriage certificate. The 6 of them that I've had. I don't want my name associated with the KKK, child molestation, rape, murder, secret combinations, handshakes, funny underwear. I don't want to try to make myself elite or better than other people. Now, better to me is subjective. There's a lot of stupid people in the world, and when I go out that front door every day, I meet them. I don't know why, but I do. That doesn't mean that I'm better than they are. It means that I can process and see things in the future and predict reasonably, and probabilities. There's things that I can see. I'm not a prophet, but you know, when a guy when an old boy gets out of his car, now I'm making fun of myself here, at the Walmart shopping center, and he shuts the door, you can tell if he knows where his car is when he comes out. You know before he ever goes in that he's going to be one of these old boys walking through Walmart parking lot going, and he's got the electronic key and he's holding it to the sky. God help my car lights and horn go off. I can see that shit in life. Some people can't. I don't want my name associated with anything that I'm ashamed of. And I'm ashamed that I was a Mormon. I feel very, very ashamed that I wasn't more informed, and I'm ashamed that I was a sheep, and I'm ashamed that I didn't stand up for those who couldn't stand up for themselves. And so the way children are treated in the Mormon Church, the way women are treated in the Mormon Church, and their philosophies, policies, and procedures, excommunication, fear, hatred, vindictiveness, I don't want my name associated, so I went to the trouble of resigning. Now, it's not hard. It's not hard to resign from the Mormon Church. All you have to do is, in writing, and put a date on it, and in writing it basically says, I, the new Caribou, etc., hereby resign from the Mormon Church. Period. One sentence. And then sign it, and go take it to a bishop, or you can send it to Salt Lake City. I'm sure it's going to get caught in a big pile of mail there. But just take it to the bishop and hand it to him. As you have done that, a moment you hand it to an authority in the church, you're out of the church. You are out of the church. All of their policies, procedures, rain dances, silliness that goes on for the next month or two, you get a pamphlet in the mail begging you to come back, but at least keep paying your tithing. We don't give a shit if you come back, but we want your checks to come back. And the bishop says, oh, you can't do this, you have to do this, and and the stake president, oh, you can't. You did. The law is that if you write one sentence and hand it to the bishop with a date on it and your signature, you are resigned from the Mormon Church, and you will finally get a letter from them saying that your baptism is gone. You have dried off. The water of baptism does not cover you anymore. And all of the secrets in the temple don't apply to you anymore. And you're not really sealed to your family and your wife. That was the best part of the letter I got when I was getting divorced. I'm not responsible for her, and I'm not going to be with her. So, to me, it was integrity. To me, it was brutal honesty. It was embarrassing because I'd been a member 50 years before I resigned. But I feel it's important to have my children and my genealogy and grandchildren look back and say, well, Grandpa, the new caribou, the honorable, etc., etc., resigned from the Mormon Church. He didn't stay with it. Yeah, he was a member. Now see, while I'm alive, I can resign from it. Once I'm dead, the children and the posterity and the press and who knows, the public will say, no, the new caribou was a Mormon. I am. If I hadn't resigned, I am. And I see the Mormon Church similar to the KKK. And I don't want my name there, and I don't want my name mixed with the Mormon Church, where people, when I'm dead, will say, well, gee, you know, he died a Mormon. No, I died an atheist, and I resigned from the Mormon Church. So anyway, I'm not encouraging anyone to say, hey, everybody resign, it's a wicked, evil thing. There's other people that do that. I don't have the interest or the time. I'm just trying to be informative, because I was thinking myself this morning, is it important to resign, or can we just be inactive, and pretend that we believe but we don't? Well, you know, it's like being in the KKK. Are we either in or are we out? And I'm not trying to be bipolar with black and white, and Mormon black and white with no gray area. But I don't want my name associated with it. If you do, that's fine. You do, that's fine. So everyone makes their own mind up. Thanks so much.